So I think I won't be getting therapy.
No, that is not what that says. Hey everyone, I'm Ciera.
I'm Rebekah. Today I'm going to be the one reading Reddit stories. I'm very excited. I rediscovered AmITheDevil thread, and probably most of the stories today are going to be from AmITheDevil, which could get draining, but it's also pretty entertaining. So I'm pretty excited.
Let's do it.
The first story that I'm going to read comes from AmITheDevil, which, if you don't really know, AmITheDevil is a subreddit where people put stories that have been submitted on other subreddits, where it's like the person has been deemed so insufferable that they think this deserves to be in AmITheDevil. Originally, this was in Am I the A-hole relationships, but then somebody has moved it to AmITheDevil. Am I the a-hole for breaking up with my girlfriend over 4-leaf clovers? Throw away because my now ex knows of my main account. Some background. I, female 21, and my now ex-girlfriend, female 22, have been together for 2 years, and last spring we decided to go on a 4-leaf clover hunting date. She didn't find any, but I found 3 of them. Ever since I was young, I've had special luck with finding them. I have a collection of them, actually. I find them without even looking. M, my ex, has also been searching for 4-leaf clovers since she was young. She's never found one. Ever.
You know what makes me mad? Whenever I was little and like my Nana K and Nana Faye would always find them. They'd always find them. I'd be right there too, but I'd never freaking find one. It makes me salty, sorry.
I think I found a couple in my life, but I didn't think that if you're like purposefully searching for them, I didn't think it was that hard to find them.
No, it is, apparently.
So naturally, I brag about it. It's always been like a fun little playful thing between us. I'm just luckier than her, I guess. Anyway, to yesterday, the problem. We went on our 4-leaf clover date again. Within the first 10 minutes, she finds her first ever 4-leaf clover. We cheer and I take her picture with it. I'm happy for her, but I'm also upset because I wanted to have been the one who found the first one. It's my thing.
This is so petty.
I've heard this story before.
This is just so, you know. And petty.
I'm just like gobsmacked when I hear this story. She's so immature. We keep looking for another 10 minutes and I find one. So I hate life a little less.
Oh my God. I hate life a little less.
How little does this person have in their life that they're like,
the only thing they have?
My thing.
The only thing
everybody knows. I'm the 4-leaf clover.
The only thing that they are good at, okay? They don't have any other talents. Just 4-leaf clover finding.
Then she says, I found another. She cheers for me and we move on, looking at different clover patches. This is where everything goes to actual hell for me.
Oh my gosh.
I hear her yell excitedly, and I think she's just found another one. I tell her cool and move on. She runs up to me and shows me a freaking 6-leaf clover.
Oh, that jerk.
I just stare at her.
How could she? Okay, she knows. She knows that's her thing.
She must have pasted it together. There's no way she actually found a 6-leaf clover. I just stare at her. I grab it out of her hand. What the hell? How does someone who has never found a 4-leaf clover find a 6-leaf clover? Those odds are literally insane. I look at it closely to make sure she's not either lying just to get at me, or that she's not stupid and it's actually just 2 clovers stuck together.
That she's not stupid?
The way that this person like thinks of and treats their significant
other. How old
other.
Is this person again?
She's 21 and the girlfriend's 22.
You're in your 20s. You don't even have the excuse of being a teenager.
It's actually a 6-leaf clover. I'm actually so pissed. Why did she get to find the 6 6-leaf clover. Hello? Who finds a 6-leaf clover? So anyway, I tell her that's insane and I'm taking it. She gets sad and says, "Nuh-uh, she found it. It's hers." We start arguing about who deserves the clover. I tell her I do because I'm a veteran clover hunter and deserve this to be in my collection.
A veteran clover? Do you get like a patch for that?
It's her Girl Scout patch.
Just clovers all down it.
This is my 6-leaf clover patch.
I'm a veteran.
That's right.
You should respect me.
Everyone knows this is my thing. Also, it wouldn't be that it's like, oh, I took this from my girlfriend who found it. I didn't find it. Means nothing.
No.
Means nothing. I'm a veteran clover hunter and deserve this to be in my collection. So she does dry them
collect.
and
Okay.
keep
Okay.
them.
At least there's a collection, even though you're insufferable.
She goes on about it being sentimental or something. Oh, you mean like on a nice date with your significant other?
And it's the
You
first
find
time you've
your
ever
first
found a 4-leaf clover, and then you find one that's even better. Oh.
She does that stupid manipulation tactic.
Stupid manipulation.
I know. She does
Stupid manipulation tactic. Okay, honey.
She does that stupid manipulation tactic where she starts freaking crying to make me feel bad. It's bullcrap, honestly. I tell her to suck it up. I'm keeping the clover. She huffs and wanders off to the car in tears. Whatever. She was being ridiculous.
Somebody is not self-aware.
Oh my gosh. Just the audacity to make such a big deal. She's like ripped it out of her hands and is like, "Suck it up, sweetie. You're being ridiculous. Stop manipulating me by crying."
Stop it. I'm not going to feel bad. Okay, I'm a veteran and I deserve this.
That's right. Everyone's going to agree with me. You're in the wrong here and you're being crazy. I take my time and look around some more and find 2 more clovers. I got bored and decide to leave and to see if she's done pouting. She sat in the freaking back seats with her arms crossed. I tell her to stop being dramatic and get into the front seat. She freaking snaps. She starts screaming, calling me all sorts of nasty names. She said I'm manipulative, controlling, and all kinds of other bullcrap.
I see no lie here.
Can you imagine?
From what I've heard, just from the short little snippet about some 4-leaf clovers, sounds like someone's got some problems.
Also, this field is just chock full of them. They found like 3 or 4 now.
Yeah.
And a 6-leaf clover. But can you imagine having this interaction with your significant other? And
no,
like,
I cannot imagine.
Tears, and you go back to the car thinking, let's just leave. And they just keep looking for clover. They're just out there like, I'm going to find more. I am a veteran of this.
Full focus. This person's the worst.
Yeah.
I've decided. That's my decision.
Are they the devil? I have never in my entire life been called any of these words, so I'm not sure where she got it from. I just looked at her while she screamed and hit the back of my seat. She finished screaming like an idiot, and I let a few minutes of silence go by. She asked me if I was going to say anything. I shrugged at her because, like, what does she want from me? She told me to go F myself and to take her home. I shrugged again and pulled out with her in the back seat.
And this is just a deeper problem that's probably been going on.
Like when someone bursts into tears, you might take a minute to yourself and think like, whoa,
what is happening?
This escalated quickly. And like from that, maybe take a minute to reflect on the conversation or say like, let's calm down for a second. Let's both of us take a breath.
Yeah.
But she just kept going. The way that she immediately was like, I'm just making sure she's not stupid or she's acting like an idiot. Like immediately the way that she thinks
and
about
talks,
her significant other over something like this.
No.
When it could have been a really nice, like, this is a special day. Now her girlfriend can become a veteran clover hunter.
They could even make a little book together.
A clover hunter
Think of
team.
Think of it. They could have a cute little book together
Yes.
of their findings.
Yes.
But instead, what we have...
And there's a big possibility that the girlfriend would have probably like made a sweet little letter or something and put the dried 6-leaf clover in it.
There's so many things that are sweet that could have been done. Soiled it.
Immediately behaved that
way. Soiled
it. Ruined.
This poor girl is never going to be able to go look at a 4-leaf clover again because of...
I hope she like ripped up the little 6-leaf clover. Or did she even get it back?
Oh, I don't even...
Does the OP still have...
I think the OP still has it.
I'd be like going home and burning her collection of 4-leaf. That's not true, but that's what you would...
That's what you would want to do. That's what I would want to do.
She lives a decent drive from the park where we went clover picking, so the car ride was tense and awkward. She would just randomly sniffle, and it started to get on my nerves.
Oh my gosh.
But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to hear her bitch anymore. About 15 minutes into our ride, I decided I couldn't have this anymore. This isn't the first time this has happened. She is so selfish and never lets me have anything to myself and never listens to my side of things. She always does this type of crying crap and then says she just wants me to be nice to her, which I am.
Doesn't sound like it. Does not sound like it, but okay.
Also, she's using never and always a lot.
Yeah, it's all definitive.
Never the case. No one is ever always,
no.
Or never, never. And the fact that her girlfriend has many times said, I just want you to be nice to me.
Yeah. Yikes.
There's some problems there. And also, if she's behaving this way over 4-leaf clovers, how is she behaving over more difficult situations?
The worst.
Actual problems.
The actual worst.
Yeah. I don't know. So anyway, we're 15 minutes into the ride and I speak up and tell her I think we need to break up. She lets out a noise like scoffing at me, and I didn't like that, so I just decided to give it to her. I told her how I think she should have given me the clover because it was the right thing to do, and she is incredibly selfish for not wanting to give it up and see me happy. She stayed silent until we got to her house. As she was getting out of the car, she told me that I'm the biggest a-hole that she has ever encountered, and she can't believe she let herself love me, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not an a-hole. I don't think I am. I told my friend about this, and he thinks we're both a-holes. So I don't know. I need more opinions.
Well, clearly we have determined you are an a-hole. She also
links to a picture of the 6-leaf clover, so you know she's not BSing.
Oh, let me see the 6-leaf clover.
Oh, she diagrammed She diagrammed the picture to just prove there are 6 leaves.
Oh my god.
I'll try to put a shot up here.
Wow. Wow. Veteran clover hunter here. My gosh. Insufferable. This person is insufferable.
Yes.
And I hope that they mature and get some therapy.
Definitely therapy.
Yeah, I'm probably going to say that a lot.
I think lots of therapy before any other relationship.
You know, a lot of people can benefit from therapy and they don't think they need it. This person's probably one of those people.
Update. I gave the 6-leaf clover back. It's been a few days and a lot has happened. I've read all of the comments and appreciate the genuine feedback I've gotten, and I realize I am, in fact, the a-hole.
Good.
Self-reflection.
Good.
I think a few of you went way too far.
Is this about as far as wormhole?
I think the exaggerated response is due to the absurdity of the situation. Like, exaggerated responses are only appropriate.
This whole situation is just exaggerated. If you want it that bad, just be like, oh, can I have it? I'm sure her girlfriend would have been like, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Or let's look for another one.
Yeah.
Okay. I think a few of you went way too far. I had a few people actually DM me with how hateful and harsh you were in your efforts to make me see that I'm the a-hole. But those of you who called out my problematic behavior and recommended I look into therapy are appreciated. I personally have a very complicated relationship with therapy and mental health. couldn't tell. So I think I won't be getting therapy.
No, that is not what that says.
Listen, I realize I'm the problem, but let's not go as far.
That is not what that says.
So I think I won't be getting
therapy. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'll just try to be more aware of my actions going forward.
How are you going to do that without tools to, like, you know?
The most, like, self-aware person is, like, I've seen the error of my ways once because the internet was so harsh and hateful to me that I can see it now. But we're going too far. I think I'll be fine on my own without therapy.
I'll just use ChatGPT as my therapist, okay?
I did tell my ex that she should maybe look into therapy.
Bold.
She didn't take it too well.
This woman...
But I hope she changes her mind.
...has quite the set on her to tell her ex.
She's the type to believe in that stuff.
Maybe it's not astrology.
And maybe it would help her more than it would me.
She's the type to believe in that kind of thing, you know? This isn't a religion. This is therapy.
Anyway, yeah. The clover back. It was hard, not gonna lie.
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to keep it and never look back. But someone said I'd always look at my collection and know the 6-leaf one wasn't mine. And they were right. I want my own 6-leaf clover, not one an ex.
How inspiring.
Also, for the people who said they hoped I'd never find another 4-leaf clover, F you. I found another yesterday.
It's my thing.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
I would, if she had handed me back that 6-leaf clover, I would have been like, or like put it in my mouth and eaten it.
Spit it
in her face.
No.
Oh my gosh, your behavior is unhinged.
It's beyond unhinged. Like, that is
unhinged.
That is some next level lack of awareness. Just
hatefulness.
Hateful.
Selfishness.
Sounds like could maybe need some antidepressants for the anger.
Well, you have to believe in that type of thing.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Let's look at some of the comments. There's got to be some good ones. This person says, you need to do some personal work, like maybe with a therapist to figure out why your identity is so tied up with this clover thing. The bottom line is you're the a-hole. You took her clover. She deserved the clover. She found it. It's hers. Give it back to her. I can't comment on how she behaved because I don't trust your interpretation or your description. You describe her with a fair bit of contempt. Not cool. It's true. Contempt is the perfect word.
Yeah, that is exactly.
Well, you should not have been with her to begin with. You obviously despised her deep down. This person says, on the bright side, that 6-leaf clover truly is lucky. She got rid of the worst mistake of her life, dating this loser. Moving on. So, this next one is from subreddit Overheard, which I just kind of stumbled upon.
I've stumbled upon that too, but I haven't chosen it. I've chosen one thing from it. That's a lie.
Okay. Well, I hope it's not this one because this seems like you would be attracted to the
Why?
title.
Why?
Because poop is in the title.
Oh, well, no. The one I chose does not have to do with poop, I don't think.
Okay.
So every other story.
It seems like it's just people who have overheard conversations.
Yeah. They've like overheard people talking in another room or something, and they're like, I'm going to post this on Reddit.
Yeah. So the title is Poop and Period.
What a title.
I was behind an older sister and her younger brother on the escalator when I heard the following.
Oh.
Brother, I always want to poop when I get nervous, and she made me nervous AF. So instead of getting to the point and asking her out, I ended up saying, you make me want to poop. I love like picturing this brother talking to us, like they're teenagers, and he's telling his older sister, like,
said,
"Oh my gosh, I feel so stupid. This is what I said."
You make me want to poop. Who does that?
Which makes sense in his mind because he knows when he's nervous, he needs to poop. So the sister says, "Oh, baby brother, I'm sorry I asked. That poor girl." What was her response? "Brother, she said she preferred having period pain than talking to me."
That is brutal.
Sister, what a bee. No wonder she gives people diarrhea. Good sisterly support.
Yes, but oh my gosh, I would rather have period pain than talk to you. Disgusting.
But could you imagine just like some really awkward guy who's probably not like interacting well in conversation anyway?
Yeah, and everyone's like, awkward as a teenager.
You can tell he's getting ready to say something. Maybe even you're sensing like, oh dear God, he's going to ask me out. And he's just like, you make me want to poop. Next up, I can't remember if it came from AmITheDevil. It has that feeling to it, but it was originally posted in a couple different places, and then it ended up in Best of Redditor updates. So the title is, "I fell in love with my married neighbor, and then I babysat his kids. Now I'm questioning my feelings."
You should have questioned them in the first place.
Okay, so first of all, I'm new to Reddit, so sorry if there are any mistakes or something. I obviously can't talk about this with any of my friends or my mom, but then I saw a Reddit post on TikTok, and I thought this would be a good place to talk about this.
I need to know how old this person is immediately.
She does say, so we'll get there. I'm also going to post this in a couple different places based on what came up when I Googled best Reddits to post on for advice. So also sorry if this shows up multiple times. Finally, I know you all are going to judge me, but at least try to understand my side. Thanks. So I'm a 34-year-old woman.
Old enough to know better.
Old enough to know better. And 7 months ago, I had a messy breakup with my long-term boyfriend. So I moved in with my best friend and her husband in a house we are all renting together. It was then that I met my neighbor, who I will call Kay. He helped us move our stuff into the house, and I was instantly smitten. We live in the suburbs of a major city, so we both ended up taking the train into work at the same time each day.
How romantic.
I knew Kay had a wife and kids very early on. He talked about them often, and pictures of them on his lock screen, social media, etc.
Sounds like he's happily married.
Happily married with children.
Sounds like he's got a great marriage right now. I mean, I don't know his relationship, but seems like.
However, initially it started out as a very innocent, silly crush. He is handsome and funny and sweet. The first time we rode the train, he asked me about my job and seemed genuinely interested in what I was saying, which is something my ex never did and is something we fought over a lot.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. Just because someone's nice to you doesn't mean that they want to be with you.
Yeah, there's a reason he's already taken. Because he's amazing. He is always doing things for his kids, like bringing home treats and stuff for them and staying on the phone with his older daughter the entire ride to work because she needed a pep talk before a school presentation.
So he's a good dad.
He's a good dad. Like, I feel like this is the type of person you would meet and get to know and think, this is what I hope for in my future.
Yeah.
Not, this person's already amazing. I'm taking him.
I choose you.
It was just so easy to imagine how lovely and attentive Kay would be.
Okay. All right.
How lovely and attentive Kay would be with me, because he is like that with everyone else, which also shows you if he's this way with everyone else, you're not special.
No.
He's already found his special person.
Yeah.
Kay Kay has never said or done anything to imply that he has feelings for me yet.
Okay, well.
I love how she says yet. But we are genuinely friends by now because we talk on the train, which is about a 20-minute ride almost every weekday.
Okay, I talked to people on the bus when I was in school for like a 20-minute ride after I got picked up in the morning. Is that...
Also, it's someone that you know, that you've been friendly with, it's your neighbor.
Yeah.
I have never had trouble getting the attention of men, but with this basis we have already, I know that we could easily become something more.
Oh my God.
I also learned shortly after I developed feelings for him that his wife is someone I went to school with, and I was surprised because they are polar opposites.
Opposites attract.
He is funny, she is dry. He is exciting, she is cautious. He is a little dumb, she is very smart intellectually. Looks-wise, this feels mean, but yikes. I just don't think that their personalities fit very well together at all. And I can...
That's not up for you to decide.
I know. She's like trying to make problems in her mind.
Like, that's not for you to decide.
It's not. It's not. They obviously fit well together.
Yeah, clearly.
They've been married for a while, long enough to have multiple children.
Yes.
Also, dry can be funny.
I love a good dry sarcasm.
Yeah. She says, I just don't think that their personalities fit very well together at all, and I can easily see Kay getting stuck in a relationship because he's just so nice. So basically, she's coming up with in her head that he's just miserable and stuck and isn't going to leave.
Stop it. Get some help.
Because when she knew this woman in high school, which they're in their 30s now, no one ever changes.
No one's ever changed in their life. What do you mean?
Ever. The issue is that yesterday evening, Kay knocked on my door and asked if I could watch his kids for a bit. This was, of course, no trouble, and I said yes right away. He told me that his wife had gotten into a car accident while away on a business trip, and because she is pregnant, he was super worried and had booked the next flight out to go see her. They don't have any family in the state currently, so he asked me to keep an eye on them for a few hours while a family friend drove several hours to watch them at night.
Here he is, being a good husband, being a good dad, making sure his kids are taken care of.
His wife is pregnant, another one on the way.
Clearly, he's doing something right.
He's obviously stuck and miserable.
Yeah. He hates his wife. Did you know that? I bet he's going because he needs to make sure that the insurance is in line for when she inevitably passes away from this car wreck.
Also, she's ugly.
She died from being ugly.
According to this girl. Yikes. Surely he could never be happy with that. Now is where the issue came in. These kids were an absolute nightmare. There were 3 girls, and the oldest was your typical bratty preteen times 1,000. She was rude and didn't respect my authority at all, arguing with me about everything from dinner to who had to clean up to what movie she was allowed to watch. I even heard her call me a bitch under her breath a couple times. The middle was rowdy and constantly wanted to play loud, messy games, even when I told her no. The youngest was mostly sweet and quiet on her own, but she joined in with whatever drama the middle wanted to create.
You know, it's almost like maybe these kids are also stressed out. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine being a child? Your dad's having to leave because your mom was in a car wreck in another state. She's pregnant with your soon-to-be sibling's baby. I'd probably have an attitude too. And this woman came in expecting me that I've probably never met, and if I have met, it's been like. Also, she's only watching the kids for a few hours while this other family friend is coming to watch them the rest of the time. And the fact that the teenager or the preteen, she says, wasn't respecting my authority at all. I can just imagine her going in there acting like their mother. Preteen girls aren't stupid, especially when OP is acting like a preteen girl herself. True.
She's going to read that pretty easily.
Yeah.
It culminated in me agreeing to play hide and seek with the younger 2 and ending up getting locked out of the house.
Good.
So then I went When I went back and tried to convince the oldest to let me in through the back screen door, she pretended she couldn't hear me and put her headphones in. Thankfully, the family friend arrived a few minutes later and let me in, and then I went home. This makes me sad because before now, I would often dream about being a stepmom to Kay's kids one day.
Oh my gosh.
She's
Delusional.
so crazy. She's so crazy.
Yet another one who could benefit from some therapy.
I would often dream about being a stepmom to Kay's kids one day because of how highly he would talk about them. Now I want nothing to do with them.
I bet his kids behave a lot different for him.
I bet they do. And for their mom. But at the same time, this is further proof that Kay and his wife are not happy because children from a happy home do not behave like this.
Once again, these children are probably stressed. And then you come in acting like you're their boss.
And they 100% act like this. Especially a preteen with a woman that she hardly knows.
You know what? This is a person who's never been around kids.
Yeah.
Because that is the way she describes that, yes, the younger two, they're going to be getting into trouble together. The preteen, she's going to be a brat. It's kids.
Yeah. I just want to have a relationship with Kay, but I do not know if it is possible because
it's not.
His kids and I would not get along. And this is even before a potential divorce where their mother could easily get them to hate me. I really love Kay, and I know that we could have a beautiful relationship if I pursued this, but this has really shaken me. I just wish I had someone to talk to about this, but everyone in my life would judge me. It's also the fact that she has typed all of this out.
Yeah.
And has said, like, she can't talk to her friends or mom because she knows it's wrong. She knows it's wrong. That's why.
She knows she's being stupid. She knows that this is not something she should be thinking about, something she should be considering.
And then she says here, again, I can't talk to anyone I know because everyone in my life would judge me because you're doing something wrong. It's not about people judging you. She doesn't want to hear.
She doesn't want to hear that you're delusional.
Yeah, she wants someone.
She wants an echo chamber. She wants to.
Yeah,
she wants to hear back. Yeah,
go for it.
Also, the confidence to be like,
yes,
I know this would work if I pursued it.
Yes, and I know if the kids didn't like me, it'd be because their mom was bad mouthing me.
No, it'd be because they just don't like you.
It seems like already. I feel like it's such a good thing that this has happened, that she had this experience with the kids.
She's romanticizing an idea in her mind that would not be reality.
No.
At all.
No, it's all completely made up in her mind.
Yeah.
That's why it seems so wonderful.
She has a parasocial relationship with a married man.
She had a brutal dose of reality through the children.
Yeah.
Good for them. Notable comment exchange they have listed here. Honestly, it doesn't sound like you love him. You romanticize him and have this fantasy life in your head. In your head, you act like he would drop his wife and run away with you. You justify this belief by saying his children are wild, so it must be an unhappy home. Meanwhile, you completely ignore the fact that his wife is pregnant and he dropped everything to go to her.
Mm-hmm.
You say the kids do not respect your authority. It sounds like they barely know you and suddenly you're in charge. You are not their mother and you never will be their mother. You think you will have a beautiful relationship with Kay if you pursued him. No, you wouldn't. He has a family that he clearly loves. Just because he is nice to you doesn't mean he wants you.
Exactly.
I encourage you to discuss things with a professional because this isn't healthy. OP responds,
I'm scared to know what OP says about that.
How do you know whether or not I love him? Are you inside my head?
Oh my
You can love someone.
She's 34.
So OP responded, how do you know whether or not I love him? Are you inside my head? You can love someone before being in a relationship with them. And just like I don't know for sure that he loves me, you don't know that he doesn't. You never know until you cross that bridge.
Oh my gosh. You don't know these people like this. She doesn't know this man like this.
She doesn't.
All she knows is the interactions she's had with him on the train where he's just trying to be nice. And she has taken it.
He helped move her stuff for her.
Oh, I'm sorry. You probably gave him a beer. There was probably beer and pizza.
I know. This story, it brings up a rage inside.
Yeah.
Like no other story.
Yeah.
The delusion, the selfishness, the audacity.
The fact that, first of all, you're acting on something that you've made up. Okay, she's acting on this feeling that she's made up between them. And if she were to succeed, not only is it like, she's causing a divorce, she's really wrecking children's lives. Not even taking that into consideration. Because that's like the first thing I think of when it's a situation like this is these poor kids.
Well, don't you know that the kids would be happier with her as their stepmom?
Yeah, okay. Seems like it. That's why they locked her out of the house.
That seems to be the other reality she's made up in her mind.
Yeah, that they would fall in love with her.
And then they would be a happy family, and the mom would just be like,
bye.
Off on her own.
It's not how that would work. At all. Anyone who's seen that kind of thing happen, that's not how that works.
I know he wouldn't just drop everything and run away with me. There would be months and even years of divorce court, custody arrangements, etc. if he decided to leave his wife.
I have this feeling he's not going to.
And before the comments come in, yes, I know there's no guarantee that he will do that. But Kay is a good, honest man. And if anything were to happen between us, he would absolutely leave his wife because it wouldn't be fair to either of us. And he told me he believes very strongly in fairness. She has her mind made up. She doesn't want any advice. Even these people who are commenting, she is like, yeah, I know all the facts. I know this is terrible, but it doesn't matter. I love how she also says he believes very strongly in fairness, but he would sleep with me and then leave his wife because that's only fair, instead of thinking he will not cheat on his wife.
I'm so mad right now.
This is the beauty of Am I the Devil? That's why I'm asking. I know this could be a messy situation if anything happens.
Oh,
I just want to know. I just want to know if his kids being difficult will make things worse if it does happen.
I can guarantee you his teenage daughter is going to be an absolute nightmare if something happens like that. Because you're the reason. You were the reason her parents are splitting up. She's not going to take... no, she's not going to take well to that. Mm-mm.
It's like she's asking almost, is there a way we could do this then if they do make this difficult where he leaves his wife and kids and
we start a new life.
Yes, we start a new life. We start our own family and he just doesn't have custody of all of his kids. Or maybe it's like over like a holiday. We have them.
No, that's not how that works.
Man who talks for his 20-minute bus ride to his preteen daughter because she needs a pep talk because she's doing a presentation at school.
Who drops everything because his pregnant wife was in a car wreck to go to her.
Yeah, he is thinking about his kids constantly because he brings them little treats all the time. All things that she has said that have made her fall for this man.
I don't like her.
She thinks she is that amazing, that wonderful, that this thoughtful man who believes in fairness, who thinks of his family all the time, would rather be with her.
I can't with this woman.
There's another update.
Oh.
It says it's a transcription of a screenshot. So these are text messages between her and the neighbor. Kay says, his wife and the girls are okay. Thank you for watching the girls.
Which is what you would do if someone came over and watched your children in an emergency, like a normal person. What did she say? OP
says, of course, anytime, smiley face. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. And Kay gives a thumbs up emoji. A sure sign that he is
so into her.
He cannot get enough.
He can't contain himself.
Nothing makes me feel more loved and special than a thumbs up emoji. Then,
No.
Kay sends her a link to her Reddit.
No.
And he says, "Is this you?"
Oh my gosh. This
Then
is so good.
Then he says, "Because if it is, we need to talk. I promise you that I have absolutely no interest in leaving my family for you. I'm sorry if I ever...
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry if I ever gave you the wrong idea, but I don't see you as anything more than a neighbor. I don't think we should be friends anymore. OP. Wait, can I call you?"
Okay, a little desperate. You know what? Go Kay.
Go Kay.
I love him.
I hope
I
that
love
OP
him, not the way OP loves him.
No. In the appropriate way.
In the appropriate way.
Yes.
Good for you.
He does believe in fairness.
Yes.
After all, justice for all. I hope that OP knows that he showed it to his wife. They are laughing.
I was going to say, I hope that it's like an inside joke for them now. Do you remember that psycho?
Yes, I would be making constant jokes if this happened.
It sounds mean to say that, but also this woman was wanting to ruin their lives.
And I think good for him that he's not even like, we can still be friends.
No.
He's cutting it off. He said,
no.
He said it straight out. There's no question. I promise.
I love that he found her post. I love that he found that. I love it.
It was like the cherry on top. It's just I love that all we end with is her going, "Wait, can I call you?" Wait.
No, you can't, actually.
I hope he just block.
Yeah.
But he lives next door to her. That's the even worse. Like, how long?
And they ride the train at the same time.
She is living with someone else right now, but I don't know how long that situation is going to go on. Hopefully not for long.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Good for him. She needs therapy.
Let's get into the next one. This comes from our confessions.
Good.
It's a short one. I insulted a child who I thought was wearing a costume.
Oof.
While waiting outside my kids' school to pick them up, a class of middle schoolers walked past. It was close to Halloween. I looked up when a girl with makeup and colored hair called out, "Hi," to me. I was kind of caught off guard, but noticed she was made up for Halloween and guessed she wanted some attention for her costume. I noticed what looked like big teeth and assumed they were fake.
Oh,
Trying to be funny, I said, "Wow, you really need to see a dentist." Almost immediately, I regretted it. I think I heard her mutter, "How rude." And my brain finally caught up and realized her teeth were not fake, but just abnormally prominent. There was nothing I could do at that point. I've seen her once more around the school, but didn't say anything. I can't really say sorry. I thought those were fake costume teeth. That wouldn't help. Now I just feel like an a-hole. I physically cringe every time I think about it.
That's something I would lay awake at night and think about. That's why you don't say stuff like that until you know for sure. Until you know for sure something like that is fake.
I feel like, though, it just like was so fast. It was such a fast little interaction. She said she was kind of caught off guard because a kid was just like, "Hey," that she didn't know. I would be mortified. Something that middle schoolers, so you're just like in the worst.
This poor girl's
feeling
self-esteem
the worst about yourself
is crushed.
And then some adult woman is like,
you need to see a dentist.
You need to see a dentist.
Them chompers.
You probably already are so self-conscious. But she's right. If you're like, "Sorry, I thought those were fake costume teeth,"
that's even worse. Bad. I feel like I would rather just, if I were the child, I would rather it be left at the rude interaction.
Definitely would want to apologize as the adult.
Yeah.
It's like, this needs to be resolved. This was an accident, but also, how do you do it without making
How do you recover?
Worse?
How do you recover? How do you mentally, emotionally recover? That would haunt me for years to come.
She physically cringes every time she thinks about it.
It's like, whenever you assume like someone is like about to pop and they're not, they're just
Don't ever assume pregnancy on
don't ever assume that it's fake
Don't
teeth.
ever. Yeah, I guess you would put that up there with don't assume someone's pregnant.
Yeah.
Don't assume someone's teeth are fake and make a comment to
2
that.
of mine are.
The more you know. Last story. It's a short one and it's a feel-good one, which I feel like we need. Well, I think it's a feel-good story.
I need it.
But you can let me know.
Oh, okay.
It comes from Confessions, which in my experience does not have a lot of good things. The title is, I Photoshop every photo of my mom. My mom has really had a hard time the past few years. When she entered menopause, she gained weight, and no matter how much she works out or what diet she tries, she cannot drop it. She is a wonderful person, beautiful inside and out, but I could tell it was really taking a toll on her. So I started lightly photoshopping pictures I take of her before I send them to anyone or print them. I just nip a little here and there, slight reshaping and smoothing out a few wrinkles, nothing drastic, but enough. Since I have started this, she has started acting more confidently and has stopped making negative remarks about pictures she is in. She loves being in pictures with everyone again. It has really helped. I have not told anyone and never will.
That's sweet.
I thought that was so sweet.
Got a little teary-eyed. That's so sweet.
I think
That is a very
really
feel-good. And to me, that's a
nice.
feel-good thing.
Yeah. Especially having
I'm not gonna
struggled.
I'm not crying. You
Especially
are.
having struggled with weight.
It's just sweat.
Weight gain up and down.
Yeah.
It's true when you gain that weight and you see pictures, you're just, oh, boy, emotional roller coaster.
It's been an emotional roller coaster today, guys.
I just think that's so kind. And I would love it if anyone would do this for me.
Right?
Just be like completely unaware, thinking, oh, I'm really
hot.
I'm really not as bad
Yeah.
as what, because your mind can just be so incredibly,
You're going to see worse of
hateful to
yourself
yourself.
than other people see.
not to mention she's in menopause.
Yeah.
So your mind is already just in a terrible place. And she probably is thinking like, oh, my like dieting and working out is working.
Good daughter.
She can never find out.
No.
Ever.
Oh, no.
Ever.
No. It's also sweet, too, because she wants to be in pictures with everyone again.
Yeah, she
Because
wants to be in the pictures.
That's one thing that, like, I hate having my picture taken, but I know one day someone's going to be glad that I was in that picture.
Yeah.
I'm not getting emotional again.
But you'd have to make sure, take it with my phone. Should we imagine she's probably like, this picture is terrible that somebody else took.
Oh my gosh!
She's like, you're just so good at taking pictures.
Yeah, she's like, you just get the right angles.
Yeah, I just want you taking my pictures from now on. So that was the last of today.
I've been on an emotional roller coaster now.
I didn't know there would be tears. Who was the worst today?
Well, Rebekah, you know, I'm a 4-leaf clover veteran.
The 4-leaf clover story. Classic. I don't know I will ever get tired of hearing that story.
The woman being psycho about the married man, yeah, but the 4-leaf clover was just outrageous. Outrageous?
Yeah.
It was... I can't even comprehend behaving that way over a 4-leaf clover.
Yeah. The people, the posters that get put in Am I the Devil, you can tell are just so delusional.
That was my 6-leaf clover.
I feel like they're all kind of on the same level because there's this amount of delusion where they think they're so in the right. They don't need therapy. Everyone else is in the wrong. Even when they're like, I'm coming here for an unbiased opinion. And they don't get what they want.
Yeah.
In the
and then they get defensive in the comments.
They still refuse to accept it.
Yeah, they don't. don't want to own up to being awful, being a crappy human.
Yeah. Well, I tried to throw a few short, funny, sweet posts in there with it, but there will be more.
Wait, no, my favorite story. I would rather have period pain than talk to you.
Short and
You
sweet.
make me.
Nervous tummy. Yes, to every time. Next time, Ciera will be reading.
Yes.
And I will be listening.
Yeah.
I love stories I've not heard before, so.
And I've still got doozies.
Don't forget to let us know if there are any classic stories we need to read or threads that we should check out.
Yes.
Some subreddits. Let us know. If you made it this far, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Stretch my hand.